Man admits stalking Strictly judge for 6 years. A 37-year-old man has pleaded guilty to stalking Strictly Come Dancing judge Shirley Ballas over the course of 6 years. Kyle Shaw admitted stalking the 64-year-old dancer and TV star between August 31, 2017 and November 29, 2023. According to the charge, he caused Ballas serious alarm or distress, which had a substantial adverse effect on her usual day-to-day activities. The court heard he made continued attempts to contact Ballas, including posting an image of her house on social media. He also tried to contact family, friends and colleagues, monitored her online and TV presence and made arrangements to go to her book tour. Ballas was so concerned, the court was told, that she increased her security measures, moved her mother to a different address and altered social and work arrangements. Shaw, from Whetstone Lane in Birkenhead, was bailed at Liverpool Crown Court ahead of sentencing on April 1. He also admitted possessing cannabis. Judge Gary Woodhull told him it was very likely he would get an immediate custodial sentence. Ballas, originally from Wallasey, has been head judge on Strictly since 2017 when she replaced Len Goodman. Known as the Queen of Latin, she retired from competition in 1996 after winning numerous titles and went on to become a dance coach and international judge. Large bruise on Trump's hand prompts speculation over health, but White House blames shaking hands. A large bruise that appeared on Donald Trump's hand is down to him shaking a lot of hands, the White House has said. Mr. Trump's right hand seemed bruised during the 78-year-old's meeting with French President Emmanuel Macron on Monday, prompting speculation on social media over his health. Redness or bruising on the U.S. leader's right hand were also spotted in August and November last year. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has claimed the bruising is a result of handshaking. President Trump is a man of the people and he meets more Americans and shakes their hands on a daily basis than any other president in history. His commitment is unwavering and he proves that every single day. President Trump has bruises on his hand because he's constantly working and shaking hands all day every day, Ms. Leavitt said in a follow-up statement. People speculated about potential causes for the bruising on social media. On X, one person suggested Mr. Trump was on blood thinners, while another said, maybe, but elderly people bruise more easily than younger folks. Trump is 78. He could have gotten that in any number of ways. One user didn't seem to believe the White House's explanation. Why even lie? It's obviously in 4 bruise for blood testing or something. Is it a surprise to people that Trump is old and gets regular physician visits? They said. In a December interview with NBC News Meet the Press, Mr. Trump said he would release his full medical report, but he has yet to do so. American woman detained after newborn thrown out of Paris hotel window. An American woman suspected of throwing her newborn out of a hotel window in Paris, killing the baby, has been detained in the French capital. The baby is believed to have been thrown from the second floor of the hotel in the 20th arrondissement on Monday morning, the Paris prosecutor's office said in a statement. The child was rushed to hospital but did not survive, it added. Officials said the mother, identified as a U.S. national, was part of a group of young adults traveling in Europe. She was taken to a hospital for medical treatment after giving birth and has been held in police custody there. The mother was described as an 18-year-old American student by Le Parisien. The newborn, with the umbilical cord, was thrown from an Ibis-style hotel, the French newspaper reported. The investigation is underway and the precise circumstances of this tragedy remain to be established, a police source told French magazine Paris Match. The Child Protection Police Unit has been tasked with investigating the case as a homicide of a minor under 15 years old. The incident is also being looked into as a possible case of pregnancy denial, the prosecutor's office said. This is a condition in which a woman is either unaware of or in denial about her pregnancy until labor. Man caught using unusual technique to smuggle cocaine. A Colombian man has been caught trying to smuggle $10,000 worth of cocaine under a wig. The drugs were discovered by police after the 40-year-old attempted to board a plane to Amsterdam, Netherlands, at Rafael Núñez International Airport. Footage released by police showed the wig being cut off the man's head to reveal 19 capsules of the substance, which weighed 220 grams. The man was arrested on suspicion of trafficking, manufacturing, and carrying narcotic substances, the Colombian National Police said. The force said the bust had affected criminal finances and prevented the sale of more than 400 doses of cocaine, valued at more than $10,500 in international markets. Police Commander, Gelver Yesid Pena Eric, said so far this year more than 450 people have been arrested for drug trafficking. We are dealing decisive blows against these criminal structures that not only fight over local drug trafficking, but are also the generators of different violent acts and other types of crimes that disrupt peace and coexistence. We continue to insist on the importance of the community being our main ally, providing timely information that helps us identify and locate criminals, he said. Mystery illness kills more than 50 people in Democratic Republic of Congo. An unknown disease has killed more than 50 people in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, according to doctors. The World Health Organization's WHO Africa office said the first outbreak was discovered in the town of Boloko, in the northwest of the country. It is reported that 3 children ate a bat and died following hemorrhagic fever symptoms. The interval between the onset of symptoms and death has been 48 hours in the majority of cases. That's what's really worrying, Serge Ngalabato, medical director of Baikoro Hospital, a regional monitoring center, told the news agency, the Associated Press. The outbreak began on January 21 and 419 cases have been recorded, including 53 deaths. There was a second outbreak of the mystery illness in the town of Bomate on February 9. Samples from 13 cases have been sent for testing to the National Institute for Biomedical Research in the DRC's capital, Kinshasa, the WHO said. All samples have been negative for Ebola or other common hemorrhagic fever diseases like Marburg. Some tested positive for malaria. Last year, another mystery flu-like illness which killed dozens of people in another part of Congo was considered likely to be malaria. Scientists have had concerns for a long time about diseases jumping from animals to humans in places where wild animals are eaten. The number of these types of outbreaks in Africa has surged by more than 60% in the last decade, the WHO said in 2022. Mars could have once had sandy beaches and a large ocean, as scientists say. Go back a mere 4 billion years, and Mars could have been the perfect destination for a summer holiday. According to scientists, hidden underneath the red planet is evidence that there were once sandy beaches and a large ocean on its surface. Data obtained from China's Zhurong rover indicate that the ocean known as Deuteronomus would have existed roughly 3.5 to 4 billion years ago, a time when Mars had a thicker atmosphere and warmer climate. The rover, which operated from May 2021 to May 2022, traveled about 1.2 miles on the planet and detected thick layers of material with properties similar to sand around 35 to 115 feet below the surface. The sand-like material was all sloped in the same direction and at an angle, similar to beaches on Earth, and spanned for 3/4 of a mile, researchers said. The study, published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences on Monday, said these beaches would have been formed by similar processes to those on Earth waves and tides. The discovery could be crucial in finding out if Mars's surface supported living organisms. Shorelines are great locations to look for evidence of past life. It's thought that the earliest life on Earth began at locations like this, near the interface of air and shallow water. Planetary scientist and co-author of the study, Michael Monga of the University of California, Berkeley, said. Fellow co-author and Penn State geoscientist, Benjamin Cardenas, added researchers were able to rule out that the structures detected by the rover were ancient rivers or sand dunes. Beaches simply fit the observations the best. Dunes tend to come in groups, and these groups produce characteristic patterns not present in these deposits. We also considered ancient rivers, but we rejected that hypothesis for similar reasons based on the patterns we saw in the deposits, he said. A study published last year found evidence suggesting there is a large reservoir of liquid water under the surface of Mars, within fractured igneous rocks. Any evidence of the reservoir on the surface could have been erased or distorted by billions of years of wind erosion or other geological processes. That is not the case with these newly found structures, which were preserved over time under material deposited by dust storms, meteorite strikes, or volcanic activity.